I think a lot of us are either overdoers or overthinkers. You might be not doing anything, but you'll think about it all the time. Okay, so a couple things. So the magic question is, what can I do now to make something easier later? That's the magic question. That's one of the 13 principles. Ow, I just pulled my earring. It's a lot bigger than I remembered. And so in this podcast episode, I talked about some answers to the question that paid off for me. But it is possible to over magic question things. And I'm going to share what Laura said because it's really helpful. Laura Vanderkam said to me, can you overdo it with a magic question? Because your future self is not incompetent. That's what she said. Your future self is not incompetent. I was like, oh, that's a word. That's real good. But the thing that I think that you can, okay, here's what I think it is. Because I've never been asked that question before. I think that the way to know if you're overdoing it with the principles is if there are 3 that you are ignoring. One is start small. If you continually ignore start small, I want to come for you. Because your machine's going to break down and you're going to be sad. And you're going to be unkind to yourself. Which leads me to the second one that you're not doing, is be kind to yourself. And then the third one is schedule rest. I think that if you're not paying attention to that, then it doesn't matter how well you principle up and lazy genius the other things, is that you're still going to be tired. So if you feel like, am I overdoing this? Are you doing any of those 3? I recommend all 3, but especially those 3.